Hey guys, it's Will. So again, another video here at Denver International Airport. We just got through security. We're waiting here to fly to Scottsdale, Arizona for a trip in quantum computing to go see it in at the Phoenician. So it should be interesting. If you guys want to get an inside scoop on KULR, this is the video for you. Three-step analysis shows that space tech is growing. It's an industry that's starting to get more and more traction. You could look at SpaceX, Starlink, or you could look at Rocket Lab as a company that's getting a lot of momentum, and they are a company that provides batteries for those companies. They got partnerships with NASA as well as Lockheed Martin. You'd see some partnerships with Navy as well as Army, and even working in drone tech as well. So this company has recently sold down to about $1.51, and they were up to about $5 at one point. So they started to recover recently, and we are looking at it. I think we traded it on Friday in our live session in StockMate. Yes, that second link below. And when we were trading, we were looking at this recovery here. So this is a trend that was starting to develop. And if we see it maybe validate the support, its previous resistance around $1.50, then we could potentially see KULR shoot up. Now, the market's been seeing some pressure. So if that happens, we might not take this position. We might end up shorting another company instead. But what we are looking for is a potential recovery here on KULR that would look something like this. So outside of this potential uptrend that's developing, there's also this support here. You can see that, and this resistance right here. So you can kind of see this level it's been bouncing at around $1.48, $1.48 to $1.50. And it just kind of shot up a little bit on Friday there after hours. So we could see maybe if it does validate the support, pushes up above this EMA and starts to cross over more on the MACD or the RSI, then we might potentially make a trade that looks something like this. So again, market looks good. The financials, if you look at KULR, are really complicated. They invest a huge amount of their money into Bitcoin. So they're a risky financial company for some, and then a safe bet for others, depending on how you view Bitcoin. But they invest into Bitcoin. They have met or exceeded their revenue in the last 3 quarters. So they're starting to make more money. You can see their revenue increasing quarter over quarter. And again, net income up 63% year over year. So they're starting to really improve revenues. Now, when we're looking at their site, you might look at their products, but they recently moved over to Texas. I think it's Fort Worth, Texas, or somewhere in there. And they're right next to a bunch of, or is it Webster, Texas? They're right next to what is Lockheed Martin, and they work with NASA as well on their battery systems. So you could see that here. Let's see, delivering safe, high-performance energy storage solutions. They work in the software side of things and in the batteries down to the cellular level. So you could see them also working in the space industry quite heavily, as well as check out some of their partnerships too. I think their partnerships are on the screen here. Yeah, NASA. You got Lockheed Martin, Department of Transportation, and Federal Aviation. So again, a lot of really good stuff happening in the company. But what we're looking at here is if they can hold this level. If we start to see some bullish movement again from Bitcoin, because they do have 90% of their cash inside of Bitcoin. Looks like we had Bitcoin marked up a little here. If we, let's see, if you take a look at the trend that's happening with Bitcoin right now, there is a trend that's starting to maybe develop. There's two levels we're looking at, that support and that resistance here. So there's a support and resistance more or less here. And then there's also this support here, somewhere in this range. Start to see this level at 81,000 right there. So it kind of bounced here and starting, it looks like Bitcoin is kind of consolidating the past 2 days. But potentially, if it does kind of hold this upward direction that it's had since mid-March, maybe we start to see this move take place up to this $89,000 range. Now, if that happens, that's really good for KULR. They have an average purchase price of above 90,000, and they've got about 60 or 70 million in Bitcoin. So again, we'll be watching that closely. But again, KULR, there's a few levels. If it breaks this $1.50 range down to, let's say, below $1.38, then that could definitely be more of a bearish indication. Struggling to push up above the 200-day moving average here, but I think we could see this move take place. So we'll watch to see. Be about a 22% swing from current price up to about $1.85. So we'll be there on Monday tomorrow at market open to see how it reacts. And every single day inside of StockMate. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. What do you think about KULR? Drop your thoughts down below. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Do you like the Bitcoin move? Do you not like the Bitcoin move? Let me know down below. And I'd love to see you guys' thoughts. Thanks again for watching. Do consider subscribing. See you guys in the next video. Take care.